Ted Godwin with HTN at Braefoot Park. We're here for the Victoria Highlanders tryouts, and we are looking forward to some interesting action tonight. Ted Godwin with Hear the Noise. We are at Braefoot Park, ready for the first night of Victoria Highlanders women's team. So, I would like to say welcome to Hear the Noise. I don't know if you've heard of us or seen us at the games.
We have heard you. We have heard you.
This is great.
We hear that noise, we are in.
We are with the noise. We are one with the noise.
One with it, very much so.
Yeah. That's great. Now, so you guys have done this before. You've been on this team for how long?
Well, what
minus COVID?
Yeah, what
previous iterations, I guess, because this is a whole new team.
Yeah,
right?
I think we actually met playing Highlanders.
Absolutely, yeah. That was when we first met.
Back in the day when we were, there was like the Victoria Stars, and then kind of converted into the Highlanders, and then we went into the WPSL, and it's just been an adventure since then.
It's been up and down for the last 5 years at least, right? I
Yeah.
mean, so many different iterations, in this League1 BC, hopefully, will be a little more permanent.
I think so. I've got good feelings about it. They have a good structure going on, and the community's support has been unbelievable. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think when we were playing with Victoria Highlanders FC, we felt like it was really growing. We felt like, oh my gosh, there's more girls getting involved, there's more people coming out to games, and we felt a little bit of that movement happening, and then unfortunately COVID hit, so we're hoping to sort of pick right up where we left.
That's great. And now, this may be, I'm sure something goes to this every time in interviews, but you guys, I assume, were at the women's national team game.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Now, how did that feel, being there, seeing them on the pitch, but also seeing the reaction of the fans in the stand?
You know, it was really touching. I mean, I coach a youth team in town, and their excitement about it just shows you the passion that we have behind the women's national team, and it's good for them to know that they have even small Victoria supporting them alongside their journey. So it was great watching them.
Yeah, I think like one of the best things that I saw were a lot of kids from my school, so I'm a teacher, and both girls and boys being equally excited to come down and support, and their parents. It's just nice to see that kind of support for both the women's team and hopefully now the men's team as well.
Now, this is again another big question. Clearly, you guys have other jobs,
yes.
right? This
we wish this should be our full-time job.
Unfortunately, we do.
But do you get the sense in Canada we're now approaching the point where we might finally be able to get professional women's soccer within your lifetime, at least, right?
I think so.
I hope so. Yeah, it's been tough. Like I went over and played overseas, as did many of the girls that I played university with, because that was the only option. And then we had a little bit of a stint here where we thought it was starting, but it's hard. It's hard even in the States to fund that and get that kind of continued support. But I'm hoping that with the results that we've seen from our national programs, that we see that it's worth funding and getting behind, and even regardless of the results, just more people see the worth of getting kids out and creating a pathway so that women can dream to be professionals and achieve it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Honestly, she said it all right there. I think I think if anything, women's soccer is growing, and I honestly think we have the Canadian national team to thank a lot of that for. They're inspiring a lot of people, and yeah, I think for sure the future is looking really bright.
Fantastic. Now, let's get a little more personal.
Love it.
What does,
love it.
So tell us about your playing. Where do you play on the field? What's your preferred kind of action? What are we going to be looking for when we see you out there?
Well, I can tell you about her.
Do that.
She will be endless energy. She will be wanting the ball at all moments. We call her kind of like the Energizer Bunny. So you could place her anywhere on the field, and she will go, and she will go, and she will go. And it's envious. Like, we want to be the same as Olivia and have that kind of endless energy. I have no other word to describe it. I just wish we could be more like her.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, you know, a funny story. Yeah. It's really funny hearing that come from Mariel, because background story, when I first joined the Highlanders way back when, Mariel was the one that I looked up to the most. On the field, she brings a strong presence in terms of her professional ability and her language that she uses and her work ethic. And it's really inspiring to play next to her. You majority played striker, right?
Only this year because I'm old. So she's alluding to the fact, when she said way back then, because I'm clearly the oldest person on this team by like 17 years. I'm probably more. But yeah, no, with this particular coach, I will be honest, he has very developed systems, and he will sort of tell us where he thinks we fit best within those systems. So I think regardless of where we've played in the past, he'll have maybe a different idea, maybe the same, we'll see. But we're happy to be on the field.
Yeah.
And have you worked with Neil before? Is this your first time play under him as a coach?
My first time was probably the Vancouver FC full time. So this would be a second round dealing with, being coached by Neil. Honestly, I really enjoyed his coaching style, and his approachability on the field and off the pitch was great. So I'm looking forward to him and Wes again.
He's broken down the game like no other coach has. He paints these pictures that I wish I had when I was a kid and to learn the game from. So it's nice, even as I get this old, to be learning new things. And I've coached with him a lot, but this is only my second time playing under him.
So this is sort of technically a new team in a new league, but it sounds to me like you guys are going to fit right in, and you know what to expect from them.
We'll see.
I think so. Yeah, we'll only see, right?
So hopefully that means we're going to get some results on the pitch.
That's the dream.
That is the absolute hope. We're going to do it. I think so.
I think it's just exciting to have women's soccer at this level on the island again, and I don't think you would hear anything different from any of the players. We're just excited to have somewhere to play and hopefully have some fans to support us.
That's great. Now in terms of the women out there, are there any that you have never met before or played with? Because I think sometimes it's a bit of a small community, but is there any surprises out there on the pitch, or do you kind of know everybody out there?
There's some new faces. Yeah. As everyone's continuing to grow within the game, I think we're always going to continue to see new people in and out. But I think, I don't know. Looking at all of these ladies, they're looking like a good squad.
Yeah. It's a mixture definitely of some familiar faces and some new ones, but that brings about some more excitement and a little more competition, right?
And competition is always good.
It is.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Keeps us
thank
on
you
our
very
toes.
much. Hope we're going to see you at UBC for that home opener. Hopefully some of us are going to be making the trip to
be
support
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
So good luck out there. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Okay.
very much. Yes,
Thank you. It's great to meet you.
Thank you. It's great to
good
meet
one.
you. Thank you.